Manufacturing has always followed a simple rule. Extreme precision requires expensive machines. Microscopic detail demands clean rooms, lasers, and years of engineering refinement. Pushing into smaller scales usually means higher cost and greater complexity. Researchers have now demonstrated a 3D printing technique that challenges this assumption. Instead of relying on advanced micromachining or costly industrial components, they turned to something far simpler and completely unexpected: a mosquito. More specifically, they used the mosquito's proboscis. This needle-like mouthpart allows a female mosquito to pierce skin and draw blood. Under a microscope, it reveals a remarkably straight and ultra-thin channel, evolved to penetrate tissue with minimal force and damage. Engineers realized this structure performs exactly the function that high-end 3D printing nozzles struggle to achieve. Rather than manufacturing a new nozzle, they used the one nature had already perfected. The mosquito proboscis has an internal diameter of about 20 micrometers, thinner than many commercial micro nozzles used in high-resolution 3D printing. When mounted onto a direct ink writing system, it can extrude material in extremely fine, controlled lines. This approach is known as necroprinting. It directly repurposes biological structures from dead organisms as functional components in machines. Using this technique, researchers printed delicate honeycomb structures, micro-scale scaffolds, and intricate patterns that would normally require expensive precision equipment. The advantages are striking. Conventional micro nozzles often cost tens or even hundreds of dollars and require laser drilling and specialized materials. A mosquito proboscis is naturally uniform, biodegradable, and essentially free. It offers high resolution without the high cost. There are limitations. A biological nozzle is fragile and does not last as long as metal or ceramic alternatives. It cannot handle abrasive materials or high-pressure extrusion. However, for soft materials such as hydrogels, bioinks, and low-viscosity polymers, it performs exceptionally well. This makes it particularly valuable in bioprinting. In tissue engineering and regenerative medicine, precision matters more than speed. Cells are easily damaged by pressure and heat. The mosquito proboscis allows gentle material flow, extremely fine resolution, and minimal mechanical stress, all of which are critical for printing living structures. The potential applications extend beyond medicine. Microfluidic devices depend on tiny channels to guide fluids for diagnostics and lab-on-a-chip systems. These structures are traditionally fabricated in clean rooms. This method allows them to be printed directly with high accuracy and low cost. Soft robotics also benefits from this level of precision. Micro-scale channels control movement, airflow, and responsiveness. Finer structures translate into more controlled and lifelike motion. Drug delivery research gains similar advantages as scientists can rapidly prototype microscopic structures to study controlled release and absorption. The deeper significance of this research is not technical but conceptual. This is not bio-inspired engineering, it is bio-integrated engineering. Instead of copying nature's designs, engineers are directly using nature's solutions. It reframes the engineering challenge. Rather than asking how small something can be manufactured, it asks whether evolution has already built it. In this case, millions of years of natural selection optimized a microscopic needle for precision and efficiency. Engineers simply recognized its value. This technology will not replace industrial manufacturing or conventional 3D printing. It fills a niche where extreme resolution, low cost, and gentle material handling matter more than durability or speed. It also hints at a future where manufacturing becomes hybrid, combining machines with biological components. Innovation does not always mean creating something entirely new. Sometimes it means seeing existing structures in a new way. The smallest tools of the future may not come from factories but from nature itself. If you want to stay updated on the breakthroughs shaping the future of science, technology, and engineering, stay with Dezhn. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us explore the ideas that are redefining how innovation happens.